The trial of Harut and Marut, a warning against the dark arts. In the ancient land of Babylon, where the mighty Euphrates River flowed through golden deserts and lush gardens, there stood a city of wonders. Its towering ziggurats reached toward the heavens, and its scholars studied the movements of the stars. The people of Babylon were among the most knowledgeable of their time, yet knowledge without wisdom can be a dangerous thing. It was in this city of splendor and secrets that Allah sent two angels, Harut and Marut, not as prophets, but as a test for mankind. The arrival of the two strangers. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of crimson and gold, two mysterious travelers entered Babylon. They wore the robes of scholars, their faces grave yet serene. They spoke little, but when they did, their words carried weight. The people, intrigued by these strangers, asked, "Who are you?" "We are but travelers," they replied, seeking those who wish to learn. Their names were Harut and Marut, and though they appeared as men, they were angels sent by Allah. Their mission was not to preach, but to teach, and in teaching, to test the hearts of mankind. The forbidden knowledge. Soon whispers spread through the streets of Babylon. "These men know secrets beyond our understanding," the people murmured. "They speak of powers that can change fate itself." Curious and ambitious, men and women came to them, eager to learn. "What is it you teach?" a wealthy merchant asked. Harut looked at him with solemn eyes. "We teach magic, but know this, it is a trial from Allah. We warn you against it." Marut added, "Whoever takes this path will find no happiness in this life or the next." But the merchant, driven by greed, ignored their warning. "Teach me," he demanded. The first lesson, illusions and deceptions. Harut and Marut began with simple spells, tricks of the eye, illusions that made a rope appear as a snake or made a coin vanish into thin air. "This is harmless," laughed a young man as he practiced the spells. But the angels repeated their warning. "This knowledge is not for play. It will corrupt your soul." The people did not listen. They craved more. The darker arts, separation and suffering. As days passed, the lessons grew darker. The angels taught how to whisper curses into knots, how to turn love into hatred, and how to bring sickness upon enemies. A jealous wife came to them, tears in her eyes. "My husband favors another. Make him despise her." Harut sighed. "What you ask will only bring you sorrow." "I don't care," she cried. "Teach me." Reluctantly, they showed her the spell, but not without warning. "Allah is watching. This path leads only to ruin." She performed the magic, and soon her husband turned cold toward his other wife. But instead of joy, the woman felt only emptiness. Her heart grew heavy with guilt, and her nights were filled with nightmares. The rebellion against the angels. Some began to misuse the magic for great evils, twisting minds, spreading plagues, and even killing in secret. The city, once a beacon of knowledge, became a den of treachery. A group of arrogant sorcerers, drunk with power, confronted Harut and Marut. "You claim this magic is evil," one sneered, "yet you are the ones who taught it." Marut's voice was firm. "We warned you. Allah has allowed this as a test, to see who would resist and who would fall." The sorcerers laughed. "Then let us see whose magic is stronger." They cast their mightiest spells, summoning phantom beasts and storms of fire. But Harut and Marut did not engage. Instead, they raised their hands and prayed, "O Allah, judge between us and these people with truth." Suddenly the earth trembled. The illusions of the sorcerers shattered like glass. A great wind swept through Babylon, extinguishing their false flames. The people fell to their knees in terror. The final warning. As the chaos settled, Harut and Marut spoke one last time. "Remember this day. Magic is not power. It is a chain that drags you to hell. Turn back to Allah before it is too late." Some wept and repented. Others, hardened in their hearts, swore to continue their dark arts in secret. The disappearance of the angels. The next morning, Harut and Marut were gone. No one saw them leave. Some claimed they ascended to the heavens. Others believed they vanished into the desert like mirages. But their legacy remained. Those who had dabbled in magic found their lives crumbling, their families broken, their wealth lost, their souls tormented. The spells they had cast turned against them, and many died in madness and despair. Only those who heeded the angel's warning and sought Allah's forgiveness found peace, the eternal lesson. And so the story of Harut and Marut was passed down through generations, a warning etched into history. Magic is the weapon of the weak-hearted, a path that leads only to ruin. True power lies not in spells, but in faith. The end.